Hi everybody, this is Boogash Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the brand new Marvel Legends Target exclusive Warbird figure. So before we take a look at Warbird, let's go ahead and take a look at all of her accessories. So first up, she comes with a set of open hands. Up next, she comes with a set of fisted hands. Up next, she comes with these effects pieces, and we've seen these used numerous times before. And I don't like the way these look. It's time for Hasbro to retire these. We've seen them used on so many figures that we need some new ones. I don't think this would have looked so bad if maybe she would have came with a translucent set of hands, some translucent orange hands. I think it would have looked better like that. But yeah, I just really don't like the way these look. And I think it's time for Hasbro to finally give us some new effects pieces. Up next, you get the standard head sculpt, and this looks really good. Hasbro did a very good job at sculpting this. The printed details on the eyes there look really good. Her mask is a really glossy plastic, like it is super glossy. I do wish it would have had more of a matte finish. But other than that, I think this head sculpt looks great. The hair in particular really looks good. I love the sculpt of the hair. And you get some light blonde highlights painted over top of that. That looks really good. The variation in the hair looks very nice. And finally, she comes with this windswept hair head sculpt. The expression is slightly different. You can see that on this head sculpt, the mouth is slightly open, and this one is closed, and the hair is windswept. I think I like this head sculpt better just because of the sculpt of the hair. The sculpt of the hair on this one is good as well. But yeah, I just like this one a lot better. I also think the highlights are done just a little bit better on this one. So yeah, Hasbro did a very awesome job on both head sculpts. So now let's take a look at the rest of the figure. So taking a look at the rest of the figure, Hasbro did a really good job on this, and there's minimal reuse. I really thought there was more reuse to this. I thought it reused more portions of the Black Widow body mold. But it doesn't, because you get the line there for her zipper, and of course the upper torso is different. I think the arms might be the same. But yeah, the torso, everything is brand new, the legs are brand new, which I knew the legs were brand new because you get this sculpted piece for where the boots end. So yeah, this is actually mostly new parts. You do get some reuse with the arms, I think that's it. But yeah, this looks really good, and it's a very articulated body. You get some really nice articulation out of it. The gold S there came out very clean, that looks very nice. One weird thing is the hands on mine are very matte finish, and you can see how glossy her arms are. You can also see that the end of the, I guess you'd consider them gloves, they're not quite even on both sides. The lines are a little wavy, and that's because they painted the skin tone over top of this. And the skin tone is a slightly different shade. I don't think the camera's picking it up very well. It's a slight difference. It's not bad, but I do wish the line would be cleaner. You can see how this one goes down, and this one goes up just a little bit. So yeah, I do wish they would have been even there. You also get a brand new sash piece right here, and that looks really good. And I'm betting Hasbro is going to reuse this on a Psylocke figure. I do think that Psylocke needs a redo. And I think this body mold would be great for her because, she's a ninja, so you want to get her in some really cool poses. And this is articulated really nicely, and that's definitely something we need for her. So yeah, I can definitely see Hasbro reusing this body mold for a new Psylocke. That would be very cool. As I said, you do get the new legs because of the way the boots are sculpted right here, and the paint on them came out very clean. This piece is also brand new because the thigh cut is a lot lower than it normally is. Compared to Black Widow, you can see where the thigh cut normally is, but they had to cut it lower because of where the boot is. So I think that was pretty smart. I was going to say that the lower legs were reused, but no, these lower legs are a lot more muscular than these. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. I'm not sure why I thought there was going to be so much reuse on this figure, but I'm glad there is, and Hasbro did a really good job on this. I missed out on that Target 3-pack version, and it is incredibly hard to get now. I'm sure the value of it probably crashed when this one was announced, but yeah, just save your money and get this one because this one is leagues better in every way. The articulation, the proportions, the paint, everything is better on this one because the old one used the Moonstone body mold. I think that's what it was. And yeah, that's very dated at this point. And this is a new articulated body mold that is very awesome. So now let's go ahead and go over her articulation. So due to the hair on both head sculpts, she can't look back at all. That does suck, but she can look down all the way because her head is on a ball hinge. She can move her head side to side very nicely. She has shoulders that can move all the way out, very nice butterfly joints, swivel at the bicep that can move side to side, double jointed elbows that can bend all the way in, swiveled wrist that can move side to side and up and down, a ball jointed diaphragm and crunch right here that when combined she can move back all the way. She can crunch forward just about all the way. I do wish she had just a little more range of motion up here in this ball jointed diaphragm because it barely moves forward at all. It does move back very nicely, but the forward motion on this part could have been just a little more. She can also move side to side and all the way around nicely there. She has hips that can just about do a complete split. She can kick forward very, very far. She can't kick back at all. Her cheeks prevent her from doing that. She has swiveled the thigh, double jointed knees that can bend back all the way, and swivel ankles that can move down all the way, up all the way, and a nice ankle rocker. So now, let's do some size comparisons. Here she is next to the Captain Marvel version of herself. This one was from the All-Father wave, and this is the body mold that the other Ms. Marvel was on, the one from the 3-pack. So yeah, it's pretty dated at this point. I really don't like the shoulders on this mold because every figure I have that has this mold, the shoulders break. So yeah, I'd definitely love to see an update of this outfit. Maybe a head sculpt with longer hair, because depending on the artist, Captain Marvel's drawn with long hair. Sometimes she was drawn with the short spiky hair, and sometimes she was drawn with the long hair. So yeah, I do think an update is in order, and maybe give us some more head sculpts like the helmet and long hair. I think that would be very awesome. Here she is next to the binary version of herself, and man, this mold is super outdated. It's really ugly next to this new mold, honestly. Here she is next to Kang. Here she is next to Iron Man. And I did want to say, I think this completes the Mighty Avengers from like 2006 or so. I'm pretty sure that roster is complete because it was Ares, Wonder Man, Iron Man, Wasp. Black Widow's outfit was a little different. She had short hair and it was kind of like her gray suit but in black. But other than that, I'm pretty sure the Mighty Avengers are now complete with this Warbird. Here she is next to Wolverine. I remember them teaming up in an issue in the late 90s. Here she is next to Rogue. And finally, here she is next to Mystique. And the rumor is there's supposedly going to be a new Mystique released either the end of this year or beginning of next year. And I'm really looking forward to that if that's true. So overall, I would highly recommend picking this up if you can find one because she is a very awesome figure. This is the update that I've been waiting for a very, very long time. I didn't have any Warbird in my collection and I am very happy with this one. Hasbro just did a very, very awesome job on her and it was well worth the wait. Hasbro took their time and delivered a very awesome product. So yeah, if you can find this one, then definitely pick it up. The only bad thing about this figure is I do think it's going to be really hard to find, just because it's a sought-after figure that's finally getting a release after such a long time. I think even though it's a re-release, it's still going to be really hard to find. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.